representing the business of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew, welcome to another edition, another episode of Roll the Tape podcast with Manager Marty. I'm your host, Manager Marty. So excited to be here today. Welcome. Each and every last one of you, welcome. If you're watching the replay of this live, I welcome you as well. Thank you for your viewership. Appreciate you. The opponent's not even a threat. Was Robert Haney the threat? Appreciate y'all. Sorry about that in the background. Appreciate it. If you are a spy, a hater, or a detractor of mine, I welcome you as well. Come on in. Before you take a seat, grab a plate. I have some food that I want to serve you. Some food for thought. Come on in. We have a goal that we're trying to reach within this hour of this live broadcast. That goal is 10 super chats, irregardless of the amount. Not only do our super chats support the channel so that I can continue to provide you with quality content with sustenance, giving you the education of the business of boxing, and I do sprinkle a little entertainment on top of it. But what it also does is it heats up the air fryer. That's what it does. It heats the air fryer up because once the air fryer is heated up, more controversy is being cooked. And you ain't going to find this nowhere else. That's why I'm glad that you are here with me live in living color. Double salute to all of the supervisors of the Roll the Tape film crew who are members of the channel. Appreciate y'all in the live chat. Appreciate you watching the live and also the replay of this live. Double salute to all of you. We need answers. Come on in. I'm going to let the audience build up because I want to give you some education on the business of boxing. We talking about Shakur Stevenson and him leaving Jay Prince, his manager, and leaving Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing, his former promoter, allegedly. We're going to get to that in just 1 second. I have a few things I wanted to address. Come on in, y'all. Don't stand by the door because then you're going to block other people from coming on in. Yeah, come on in. Grab a plate now. Grab a plate. Please grab a plate. I have some food I want to serve you. Some food for thought. Come on in. Yeah. Yeah. Come on in. I want to play something for you all that's here right now. And remember, I told y'all the contributions and support that you make to this channel, particularly in this live broadcast, I promise you, is going to add value to you. Come on in. Yeah. I want to play something for you all real quick, right? I want to play something for you. Because I'm going to keep talking about this until the actual fight happens and a little bit after the fact. Hold on, let me see if I can cue it up. Okay, I found it. I just wanted to play something real quick. I hope y'all don't mind. I just wanted to see something real quick. That's all. Let me see if this will work. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if this will work right here. Hold on. I just want to play something for y'all. I hope y'all don't mind. Because like I always say, I don't want to start no controversy. Okay, I do want to start controversy. Let me play something. And I know it might sound like I'm nitpicking, but there's a reason why I'm playing this. I have to salute my guy because I haven't seen him in a long time. And that's my guy representing my favorite state in the United States of America. And I'm talking about the state of Texas. My dog is here. Big Boss Hog Boxing is in the building. What up, Boss Hog? That's my boy, man. I got a lot of respect for that guy. And it's not a lot of content creators that I can actually say that I have respect for or I watch their content every now and then, but he is one of them. Boss Hog Boxing is in the building. My guy. Always keeping it real, always being a man of integrity up and down. Appreciating Boss Hog in the building. Let me play something for y'all. And I know some people might say, Manager Marty, you nitpicking. Let it go. But I can't let it go because I still I still have questions that I want to be answered. Lucky McKinnell's is here. He knows what I'm talking about. My homegirl Ty, Jab Queen Boxing, she's here. She knows what I'm talking. Let me go on and play this. All Things is in the building. He knows what I'm talking. Let me play this right here. This is from Sugar Shane Mosley. This is something that I didn't play yesterday. I'm playing it right now. Hold on for a minute. Now he's working with Fada, so with the system. So that's what happened. So that's what I was taking now. I'll rub it right here on there, and it will go into my body. I guess it was more for recovery. It wasn't so much for, well, to me, for strength. It was more after you work out, whatever, you take a little bit of the cream and the clear, and you're going to get, you recover. You feel like you're able to work harder. Because a lot of times when you work so hard, you need to be able to recover. And I think that was the thing. What I was thinking was for recovery and for me to work harder and harder and harder. So Congress actually, I guess they go through all of Victor Conte's files and everybody that he's dealt with, anybody that he's dealt with, we all go to Congress, in front of Congress in, I think it's Sacramento. It was in Northern California, Sacramento, where he was at. And if you didn't tell the truth, then some people went to jail for a couple of months or a year or something like that for not telling the truth. So you can't play around with with the feds. There's no playing around with them. And so I was like, listen, he gave me this clear and this the cream and clear, and I took that. So that's how they knew that I was taking whatever he gave me, which was supposed to be steroids, right? So that's what I do because I told the truth. If I didn't, I would have probably been in jail. So I told that, and they already knew the answer. They just need me to verify, what happened. So I did that, and then now, Shane took steroids, and he's a steroid user. But no, I've seen this guy 2 times. I've seen him once when he did the consultation, whatever, took my blood so he could see what I have, and then the next time was in court. Was we were talking about the legal thing where I didn't know exactly what he was giving me because he already supposedly talked to the commission to make sure that everything that I took was okay, which it was okay. He goes to being the Balco guy to now being the guy that tests for all the drugs, which is crazy to me.
It's crazy. It's like a conflict. It's a conflict of interest. So how is this man, Victor Conti, over all of the testing in VADA? And that's why I want to talk about it because, he's talking about Ryan Garcia being on steroids and doing steroids, and he's actually the guy that, does steroids and testing. It's kind of weird to me that there's a conflict of interest. It's weird.
Did y'all hear that? Hey, listen, I'm just asking a question. That was Sugar Shane Mosley? Okay, now that was published from Shane Mosley's own YouTube channel on May the 13th, 2024, nearly 1 month after Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fought. I mean, I just heard Sugar Shane Mosley say there was a conflict of interest for Victor Conti to be influential in the testing procedures through VADA for the athletes, but yet be the same guy who supplies them with, as Terrence Crawford say, snack and other things. And Devin Haney is the poster boy. He's the poster child. He's the number one athlete with Victor Conti's snack program. And Sugar Shane Mosley has now been hired to be in Devin Haney's camp as a trainer for the fight leading up to May the 2nd between Jose Ramirez. I just think that's interesting to me. I just want to start the show off and bring back some controversy with that, and I'm not going to let it go, especially until Bill Haney click the link and come talk to me. I want to ask Sugar Shane Mosley a few questions, me personally speaking. I want to ask Devin Haney a few questions, me personally speaking. I want to ask Bill Haney a few questions, me personally speaking. Now, I would say I want to ask Victor Conti a few questions, me personally speaking. But personally speaking, I've asked Victor Conti all of the questions that I wanted to ask him. And the answers that he provided, most were truthful, some were not. I rolled the tape on the things that were untruthful. In fact, there's more in the archives. And I haven't even brought it out yet. I'm just waiting because in boxing it's all about good timing. So I'm waiting for good timing, They better not irritate me or piss me off. But at the end of the day, Sugar Shane Mosley claims that he believes it's a conflict of interest for Victor Conti to be a part of the testing process through VADA and be the same person to administer quote unquote snack products and other things. Thank you, Terrence Crawford. At the same time. And until I get my questions answered, I'm not going to stop with this topic. Because Sugar Shane Mosley said it the best, and y'all just heard him. I mean, some people going to get mad at me, but they'll be all right. Sugar Shane Mosley himself said he rubbed the cream on his body that Victor Conti gave him, and that was for recovery purposes. I'm just going by what he just said. I mean, don't get mad at us. Don't get mad at me and the Roller Tape family because we're speaking on this. We're gonna get to Shakur Stevenson in just a minute. Don't worry about it. Come on in. We know that the audience members are still over on other content creators' channels right now. That's fine. But the ones that are here live and live in color, I'm gonna break down the business of boxing to you regarding Shakur Stevenson. So please don't leave. Stay right there and don't move. You ain't gonna find this nowhere else. And so I just wanted to point that out because Sugar Shane Mosley was defending Ryan Garcia. I mean, he was. I'm talking about a year ago, he was defending Ryan Garcia based on the chain of events that occurred. But now he's actually in the camp of Devin Haney for the Jose Ramirez fight and possibly might be in the camp for Devin Haney if he wins and if Ryan Garcia wins when they fight each other in the rematch. And speaking of the fight between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, Golden Boy Promotions, they published the actual full fight yesterday, and I watched it. A couple people sent it to me, but I already watched it before they even sent it to me. Yesterday, actually. Again, I watched it again. Very interesting fight. And the thing about it is that I'm convinced that the fight will be more decisive in the rematch between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney if they do fight. I won't predict the winner and all of that yet. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We'll talk about that when these two compete in the ring in the next 2 weeks. Because we have new members of the audience. This has nothing to do with Shakur Stevenson. This has nothing to do with Sugar Shane Mosley. Doesn't have anything to do with Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney. But because I have new members of the audience that probably wasn't here last night, I just have to put up this picture because I still have questions about this. And yes, Conor Benn will fight Chris Eubank Jr. next weekend. Actually, this weekend. This Saturday. This Saturday night. I'm going to give you a prediction and a breakdown and an analysis and all of that. Not today. But I had some questions. I'm just trying to figure out what's this picture about with Conor Benn and his dad. It doesn't stop there. Look at your screen again and this picture as well. Makes me have some questions. Now, like I said last night, I'm going to say it again. I don't know if this is how they get down in the UK as far as father and son dynamic of showing each other displays of affection. And I'm not here to judge. All I know is I have two sons. And even since they were newborn babies, I never kissed them in the mouth. That's just me. I'm going to post the first one up again. I know this don't have nothing to do, but I'm just asking the question. What is this about? It's not Photoshop. Don't do that. Don't do this. It's not Photoshop, Jersey Bob. I promise you that. This how you know it's not Photoshop. Because the person who took the photo, you see their logo all across it, so it won't be copywritten. Yeah, no, that's not Photoshop, bro. I'm not here to judge. I'm just trying to figure out what's that about. That's all. But irregardless of the fact, I'm just trying to figure out what that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. I just wanted to, bring that out real quick. So I just wanted to give you some food for thought on that Sugar Shane Mosley observation based on his relationship that he had with Victor Conti back during the Balco scandal, which Sugar Shane's name was a part of. And Sugar Shane Mosley admitted to taking the PEDs through the cream and the clear that Victor Conti supplied him with. He was under deposition. You can go on YouTube right now. And I've been doing research on all of this literally for over 15 years, so I already know about all of that. But I'm just saying, if you want a reference, Sugar Shane Mosley was under investigation, and he had to actually subject himself to a deposition, which, of course, depositions in the country of the United States of America are always documented through audio recording and video recording. So you can actually go on YouTube at your leisure, not now. Don't leave me. Stay right here. But later on, if you want a reference to hear Sugar Shane Mosley himself actually admitting to him taking PEDs, performance enhancement drugs, from Victor Conti. And I think it's also fair to have Victor Conti tell his side of the story. So the reason why I'm bringing up Sugar Shane, I want to enlighten the new audience members real quick, is because Sugar Shane Mosley is working in the camp of Devin Haney right now. I think they hired him as the trainer. In fact, they're working in his gym in Big Bear, California, up in the mountains. At least that's what they call it, up in the mountains, because of the altitude and different things of that nature, the hills and all of that stuff. So we know that Devin Haney, and I have to put a picture up of Devin Haney because a lot of people, don't understand when I talk about the physique and talk about the transformation that Devin Haney's body has undergone since he's been with Victor Conti and the snack program. That's a recent picture of Devin Haney right now. Okay? That might not intrigue you, but it intrigues me because I literally, and I've said this publicly on numerous occasions, I've literally watched Devin Haney's physique change within the last 4 years. I sat here and I watched his physique transform. And when I look at his physique now, when I saw his physique when he fought Ryan Garcia, when I saw his physique months before that when he fought Regis Prograis, he's giving me Lex Luger vibes. In other words, if you look at your screen now, you'll see when Devin Haney stands next to Lex Luger, the former Hall of Fame wrestler from NWA, Crockett Promotions, WCW, and of course WWE, formerly known as WWF, you see similarities. And if you look up Lex Luger's name, whether it be through the Google engine or YouTube, because we know that Google owns YouTube, you will discover that Lex Luger has publicized on numerous occasions that he was taking testosterone and other performance-enhancing drugs and steroids. 10 days on, 10 days off. His words, not mine. I'm not saying that Devin Haney is definitively taking steroids. Please don't misinterpret what I am saying. I'm saying that Devin Haney's rolling with the guy, Victor Conti. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying now. That's all I'm saying. But if you look at that picture on your screen, look at the obliques. Ooh-wee! That's all I'm saying. Don't get mad at me. Before you get mad at me speaking on it, when you talk to Bill Haney, just ask him the same question that I've been wanting to answer to for the last 2 years that I've been on YouTube from these snack fighters. What did you go over there for? I'm just saying, don't get mad at us. Bill Haney said his son's the face of boxing. Youngest undisputed champion, et cetera, et cetera. All the accomplishments that Devin Haney has attained, those accomplishments were attained through the snack program. So don't get mad at me. The accomplishments of Terrence Crawford, becoming undisputed in the welterweight division during the 4-belt era. That feat was accomplished while Terrence Crawford was with the snack program. Don't get mad at me. Please don't get mad at me. Okay? It doesn't stop there. I can keep going on and on. I'll just stop right there, though. I'll stop right there. I'm not going to go too hard. I'm going to stop right there. Devin Haney becoming undisputed lightweight division. That accomplishment was attained while he was with Victor Conte in the snack program. Okay? Let the record reflect that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying now. I didn't say anything about wins and losses. I'm talking about performances being enhanced. There's no denying it. Okay? Clarissa Shields. Major accomplishment, being a world champion now in multiple weight divisions, including the heavyweight division and women's boxing. That accomplishment was attained and completed while she was with Victor Conte and the snack program. I'm going to stop right there because I can go on and on about the topic. Okay? I just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page. Now, I'm going to segue that into the fact that literally earlier today, I'm going to put it up on your screen so y'all can see where we are, so we all can be on the same page. Literally today. Earlier today, to be exact. Okay? I want to make sure y'all get the whole entire view of what was said. Someone was in my comment section today. I wanted to make sure I can respond to it publicly since it was documented publicly. Yo, you a real life clown. You disrespecting black fathers and fighters for clicks and views. Shaking my head, Candace Owens type of male. Real men don't do that. Speak on racist Ryan getting a title shot after getting suspended for being a drug cheat. Now, I want to let that process in your psyche for a second before I comment. I want y'all to process the payment on that. Speaking of payment, don't forget we have a goal to accomplish. Let's get the air fryer up now. I'm ready to turn the air fryer up. Can we at least get some more likes in the building? I know the audience members of boxing are divided between multiple platforms, but we're here now. We need all the support that we can get for this channel. There is no secret now. I'm the most controversial, the most insulted, the most imitated, but the least paid content creator in the YouTube boxing community. All of your contributions are greatly appreciated, but they also help to continue to provide you quality content with sustenance. Let's get the air fryer plugged up now. I'm ready to turn the air fryer all the way up now. But I need your help and support. I'm not even going to hold you. Let me see if we can get the air fryer plugged in so I can comment on this. And let's get to Shakur Stevenson and the business move that he made, so I can give y'all education and a little bit of entertainment. We need the air fryer to get plugged up now. Because a lot of people, right, they have their reasons for saying what they say about me. And I take the good with the good, bad with the bad, positive with the negative. Okay? I'm highly unoffended by the words that you see on your screen. Definitely unoffended. Not offended at all. Takes a lot to actually offend me, by the way. And I barely even take anything personal on YouTube unless something personally happens to me. Double salute to my guy, All Things. He just plugged the air fryer up and started us on our goal of 10 super chats throughout this live broadcast. Thank you. Double salute to my guy, All Things. Appreciate you in the super chat, big dog. Always supporting the channel. Always first here live and live in color. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your contribution and your support to the channel. Now that the air fryer done plugged up, we have to warm it up now. It's plugged in, so I'm going to speak on it. It's plugged in. I'm going to read that first sentence real quick. See if we can dissect that. Yo, you a real life clown. You disrespecting black fathers and fighters for clicks and views. I'm going to stop right there. What did I say that was disrespectful to the black fathers and fighters? I'm just trying to figure that part out. What did I actually say that was disrespectful to black fathers and fighters on YouTube? What did I say that was disrespectful? I never insulted any of the black fathers, never insulted any of the black fighters. I've never made a pet name for any of the black fathers, and I've never made a pet name for any of the black fighters. I'm just trying to figure out what did I say that was disrespectful to black fathers and fighters in boxing, particularly on YouTube, on this channel, or I guess any other platform that I've been on. When? What did I say that was disrespectful? Because the last time I checked, I hold black fathers accountable as much as I hold black fighters accountable. It don't make a difference whether you're black or not. None of that matters to me. It's about good and evil and right or wrong. That there is no other area. There is no other area. There is no other category I use. It's just good versus evil, right versus wrong. Very simple. That's all it is. That's it. I got you 2 cents boxing in the background. Stay right there. I got you. I'm going to bring you on. Hold on one second. You know what's interesting about that, though? There are a couple black fathers that I can actually mention who has actually been disrespectful. I'll give you an example. Let's go with Floyd Schofield Sr. He's a black father, right? Floyd Schofield Sr. has disrespected several different black fighters, and he's not a fighter himself. He has undermined the abilities of a lot of black fighters himself. I wonder if people that insult me and say these things about me being a clown, I wonder if they hold him accountable. Floyd Schofield Sr., he's a black father, but yet he's on camera in the presence of his son, the fighter, verbally abusing, assaulting, and even physically assaulting a woman on tape. I wonder if he gets held accountable publicly the way that people be in my comment section. Because that was disrespectful. He told a woman on camera that he was going to BLOW her head off. And he's a black father. That's disrespectful. Okay, it doesn't stop there. How about he's disrespecting a black fighter and his son, not allowing his son to conduct interviews alone? When his son is speaking in interviews, he cuts his own son off from making statements in the middle of him talking, meaning he's interrupting his son, who's a black fighter, so that he could take over and control the interview and the narrative in the interview while he's sitting right next to his son. Totally disrespectful. Floyd Schofield Sr. has lied on numerous of occasions publicly. And I got the tape. I have the evidence. I spoke on some of it, but I have more. Totally disrespectful, undermining the public confidence of his own son. Floyd Schofield Sr., a black father, threatened to sue me. Totally disrespectful. He threatened to sue me. I've already presented the evidence, and I'll do it again today if you challenge me. But he threatened to sue me, of all people, because the video from his home that been leaked out within 24 hours before I even published it on my channel had a lot of viewership through the short video that I published. Totally disrespectful. And in fact, he said after the Shakur Stevenson fight, expect a lawsuit. And then not only did the lawsuit not happen against me, but neither did the Shakur Stevenson fight. And we still can't get a statement to be made publicly by the fighter, the son, Kid Austin. Kid Austin been on several platforms within the last 2 weeks, and he has yet to render a public statement on what happened to him in Saudi Arabia and how come him and his dad had to get on an airplane, travel back to America with no money in their pockets because he did not fight Shakur Stevenson. Totally disrespectful. It doesn't stop there. Bill Haney, a black father, disrespecting another black fighter in Floyd Mayweather. Bill Haney, a black father, disrespecting another black fighter in Adrian Broner. Totally disrespectful. Bill Haney, a black father, disrespected Tank Davis and Tank Davis's mother a few years ago. Some of y'all forgot about that. Totally disrespectful. I wonder if Bill Haney is going to be held accountable for disrespecting other black fighters. The same way people be in my comment section lying on me saying I'm disrespecting them. Bill Haney insulted me. A black father now. By calling me the manager of Walmart and the manager of Target to undermine my knowledge and ability and experience in the sport and the business of boxing as a licensed professional boxing manager. Totally disrespectful. I wonder if Bill Haney is going to be held accountable by the same people that be in my comments section calling me a bunch of names and insulting me. In fact, Calling me a real life clown is an insult in itself. That's all I'm saying. Totally disrespectful. But I'm a clown though. You can't find one video that I've published on YouTube on my channel or someone else's platform through interviews or jumping on their panel. You won't find one video of me lying to not one person on YouTube. You ain't gonna find one, I guarantee you that. But I can point out a minimum of 3 videos within the last 6 months between Bill Haney, a black father, Floyd Schofield Sr., a black father, Brian Norman Sr., another black father. But I'm a real life clown though. Oh, okay. You know what's interesting about me? People say I'm a real life clown, right? There's 2 things that's interesting about me. I address every situation head on. Your favorite content creator wouldn't know anything about Snack, Victor Conti, and or Vada if it wasn't for my 15 years of research that I've conducted. And they still using my talking points and hijacking my content and presenting information to their audience members as if they already knew all along what they learned from this channel. But I'm a clown though. That's funny to me. Not only that, but other things, intricate details of the business and sport of boxing that your favorite content creators who were here years and years and years before I got on YouTube had no knowledge of. Ask your favorite content creator, am I a clown? Go on over there and ask him or her. Ask him. Ask Victor Conti if I'm a clown. Ask him. Go ask Bill Haney, am I a clown? Go run and ask Tim Bradley if I'm a clown. It's interesting to me that the very people that's calling me a clown in my comments section, right, are just viewing the channel. But the people that I be calling out, they don't want to come and talk to the clown. That's all I said. Go ask Rachel Donier, my clown. They all had opportunities to come and talk to me face to face on YouTube, and they all ducking and hiding. Go ask Clarissa Shields, am I a clown? Go ask Sean Porter, am I a clown? Just go ask Devin Haney. Just go and ask them. Don't go back and forth with me because you think I'm a clown, and that's fine. But go ask the people who I call out by name, am I a clown? Just go ask them. That's all it is. Don't get mad at me. Double salute to my guy, Gary, always coming through in the super chat. Thank you for your support and contribution, Gary. Appreciate you, big dog. Gary says in the super chat, salute Manager Marty for holding these folks accountable. Thank you, Gary, for that. Absolutely. That's what I do. See, the reason why other people won't come over here, I'm talking about on the platform. Click the link and talk to me in person. Because deep down in their heart, they know I'm not a clown. Go ask Blue Blood, a.k.a. Blue Balls and Blueberry. Go ask him, am I a clown? BFTB, go ask him if I'm a clown. I'm sure those 2 will say yes. They met me in person. And guess what? They both had the opportunity to come talk to me here. Still waiting for them too. See, y'all keep saying I'm a clown, but y'all won't ask the people that's connected to me when it comes to the controversial topics on this YouTube thing. Go ask World Combat Sports, am I a clown? Go ask them. That's all you got to do is just go ask them. You ain't got to go back and forth with me. I ain't nobody special. Just go ask them, am I a clown? Because the very people that's disrespectful, see, the people I just named, the reason I named them, let me be clear on this. I named them because there's public content that's published where they, everybody I just mentioned, content creator and people in the sport of boxing, have disrespected other black fighters and other black people. Go ask Terrence Crawford, am I a clown? He met me in person too. Yeah. I've done videos on each and every one of their names that I just said. Yeah. Yup. Mm-hmm. That's all I'm saying. Go ask Rick Glaser, am I a clown? Just go ask him. Don't go back and forth with me. So all I'm trying to get at is the people that I just mentioned, not only did they have an encounter with me either through my content or in person, but they all have disrespected black fighters and even black people publicly. Oh, okay. Hey, I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make sure we were clear on that, since we used the term disrespecting. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Now I'm animated because of entertainment purposes only. I'm not mad or feeling no type of way or none of that. Trust me. The third sentence, which you see on your screen, says real men don't do that. I agree with you. Real men don't disrespect people. But I just named some other black guys that have been disrespectful to other blacks, and you consider them real men and not me. I've shown nothing but integrity since I've been on YouTube, whether I've been on someone else's platform or holding down my own right here. And everyone is entitled to their perspective or opinion. That's why I don't get mad. So I'm not even mad like somebody called me a clown and all that. That's not the first time somebody called me a clown. I'm just highlighting it today. Yeah, every now and then I might highlight it, but I'm definitely highlighting it today because it literally just happened 15 minutes before I got on live. That's all it is. You know what real men do speak on though? Real men speak on integrity. Real men speak on controversial topics that other people shy away from. Real men speak on truth. Real men hold others accountable. I can go on and on with the long list of things that real men do. But see, the thing that I have an issue with is that when it's convenient for black people, that's when black people want to use the card. They want to use the race card. That's the part that boggles my mind. That's why I mentioned mostly people that was black in the names that I just mentioned before I said Victor Conti and Rick Glaser and Rachel Donier. Everybody else I mentioned were black. Appreciate you again, Gary. Gary has been a member for 14 months on this channel. Supervisor of the Roll to Tape film crew. Thank you for your support, Gary. Gary says this: don't let the haters stop the mission. You solidified. I know that's right, Gary. Definitely solidified. In boxing and out of boxing. Thank you again, Gary. Appreciate that. Definitely not going to let you haters stop the mission. Now let's get to Ryan Garcia. Real men don't do that. Speak on racist Ryan getting a title shot after getting suspended for being a drug cheat. Hold on for a minute. You said speak on racist Ryan, right? I actually spoke on Ryan Garcia. Now I'm going to repeat what I said a few months ago because I know this is going to ruffle some feathers since we're talking about the black card that people conveniently use. If you're going to call Ryan Garcia a racist, if you're going to call Teofimo Lopez a racist and you're black, you better not let me hear you use the N-word publicly on your content. That's for any content creator that's black. I said this then, and I'm going to say it again now. If you are a content creator and you are black and you use the N word on your platform, you better not let me hear you call Ryan Garcia a racist or Teofimo Lopez. Know why I don't want to hear it? Because you're a hypocrite. I don't care who it is. You are a hypocrite if you use the N word as a black person on your content, but then you criticize others for using it. That's not black. Thank you, Lucky McKinnells. Lucky McKinnell, I had to put this on the screen real quick because I love being controversial. Lucky McKinnell says in the chat, he says, and I got it on your screen too. He says, real men click the link and show their face. Thank you, Lucky. That's what real men do. They don't hide behind the camera. See, a guy called me a liar and a clown live the other day. I sent the link out there and told him to click it. You know what he told me? I would click it, but I don't have a camera. I said, no, you got to show your face when you click that link to come talk to me. Oh, my camera ain't work. I don't really have no camera on my phone. Yeah, all right. Click the link. Bill Haney wouldn't even click the link when he was here. I have to give credit to Victor Conti. He did click the link. Now, I do have an email that he sent me in December of 2023 where he told me he don't want to come up there. He don't want to come and talk to me publicly. A woman had to convince him to come talk to me. Go back. Some of y'all members of the audience remember that. I have the receipts all the time. Y'all know that. Victor ain't want to talk to me, but I do give him credit because eventually he did click the link to talk to me. Not once, but even came back 6 days later and talked to me again for a second time. Bottom line is, they don't want to talk to me. That's all I'm saying about when we talk about the race card and everything. Because one day, people want to play the race card and be activists. The next day, they want to be gangsters and be violent towards black people. And then the next day, they want to be civilians. Like, come on, man. What they do? Oh, I know where they do that at. YouTube. Everybody want to be tough. Everybody want to be gangster. YouTube. I get it. I'm just saying. That race card don't work on this channel. If you're an activist, be an activist all the way. You're a gangster, be a gangster all the way. If you're a civilian, be a civilian all the way. Don't camouflage nothing. Be who you are. Be proud of who you are. You talking tough and then don't want to show your face? Talk to me. We can talk as men and women. Let's talk. Click the link and come holler at me. Bill Haney was in my live a month ago and would not click the link. All right, then. I'm just saying. All we're doing is having a conversation. So if that's what it's going to get me to be called the clown, I'm cool with that. I know whose I am and I know who I am. But guess what? The truth going to come out, especially on this channel. I don't pull no punches or have any favoritisms. You've never heard me once tell any of you, not one time since I've been on YouTube, who my favorite fighter is. You ain't never hear it once. I love all the fighters. I represent all the fighters. I'm not going to say I support all the fighters and everything that they do, but my heart is for all professional boxers because I know what they go through when the lights and the cameras go off. I know what these fighters go through when they take their gloves off, when they get their hand wraps cut off, when they unlace their boots and take their boots off. And I'm talking about male and female. Behind the scenes, that's what I'm talking about. So sometimes the truth will not be popular, but I don't mind. If me holding people accountable is going to get me called a real life clown, I'm going to keep on being a real life clown then. Now let's talk about Ryan Garcia being suspended for being a drug cheat. When did Ryan Garcia get suspended for being a drug cheat? Show me. Because y'all don't know who I talk to at the New York State Athletic Commission. I have ties all over the country in the United States when it comes to this boxing thing. But the last time I checked, Ryan Garcia was not suspended for using performance-enhancing drugs. That's the last time I checked. So I'm just trying to figure out, when was he suspended for being a drug? In fact, the person that made the comment said Ryan is getting a title shot after getting suspended for being a drug cheat. Well, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Why did Bill Haney allow his son, since he's the executive of DHP, and he told Cigar Talk he's the one that's most qualified to wear the suit and the tie, how come he let his son be on the undercard of Ryan Garcia, a so-called drug cheat? That's what I'm trying to figure out. 2023 Manager of the Year. How did he allow his son, who was victimized, right, be on the undercard of the guy who victimized him and cheated him by using PEDs? How did that happen? That's a business-related question, by the way. How did that happen? Oh, okay. See, a lot of people always use that term that I don't like. You only as good as your last fight. I told y'all on this channel, we don't use that old adage. On this channel, we use you're only as good as your team around you. Because I always tell y'all this, good representation in this business is priceless. That's all I'm saying. So since you wanted me to speak on Ryan getting the title shot after getting suspended for being a drug cheat, I'll speak on it for 5 seconds. I already spoke on it weeks ago, but I'll speak on it again. How did that happen? And watch this. I'm going to go a step further. Not only is he on the undercard, talking about Devin Haney, of Ryan Garcia, a guy who cheated him using PEDs, right? It's happening in the same state where the same commission who suspended Ryan Garcia, they're sanctioning the entire card that Devin Haney's on the undercard of Ryan Garcia as the main event. The same sanctioning body, the same commission who's sanctioning the entire card, who reissued Devin Haney his zero back from being a loss on his record, is the same commission, the same sanctioning body. That's the sanctioning body of Ryan Garcia being the main event and Devin Haney being on the undercard. How did that happen? So you want me to speak on Ryan getting that title shot or after getting suspended, blah, blah, blah. Go talk to the 2023 Manager of the Year. Go talk to Ryan Garcia's representation. Go ask Bill Haney, the trainer. He a trainer, right? Okay. How come his fighter, his son, the one he's allegedly training, how come he not fighting Ryan Garcia now in a rematch right away? I mean, I know the answers to that, but I'm just saying. But I'm the real life clown though, right? Okay. I'll be a real life clown. I'm cool with that. I'm all right with that. That's funny to me. Now, speaking of representation, we're going to move on and talk about Shakur real quick. Shakur Stevenson speaking of representation, according to reports from Dan Raphael and others at this point, Shakur Stevenson broke ties with Matchroom Promotions. Matchroom Boxing and the head of Matchroom, Eddie Hearn. There was an optional clause in the contract after one fight has been concluded. And word on the street is that Shakur Stevenson exercised that optional right to become a free agent. Not only that, Shakur Stevenson broke ties with manager Jay Prince, allegedly. Not only that, Shakur Stevenson signed a one-fight deal with Lou DiBella to secure the July 2025 fight between Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda. That's word on the street. I'm still waiting on a few people to call me back to confirm that information, because I don't go by hearsay. Most of y'all already know me. Y'all know things have to be verified with me. I don't go by hearsay. Actually, in boxing, content creator and journalist, word is not good enough for me. I've been around the game too long. When the actual people who are intricately involved make a public statement, whether it be through a live interview or social media, then I will confirm it. We've seen this happen so many times where journalists come out saying this, their sources say, content creators come out with reading articles and then give their reaction, and then things hit the fan, and then you come out later on and see that the truth wasn't what was being told. So I'm waiting for people to have intimate knowledge that I know personally, that know all parties involved, and that's in the mix, so that I can report it accurately to you all, not for me to know for my own sake. But I always tell y'all, hearsay is heresy. But that's word on the street right now. Now, if that is true, and I have to say if that is true, because of how things have been worded in these news articles, if that is true, I can speak on it right now. If it's true, I'll render y'all some business perspective on it, just in case it really is true. But the part that confused me, and y'all probably read this in these articles that's been surfacing nowadays, is that Shakur Stevenson is a free agent. Well, he can't be signed to a promoter and be a free agent at the same time. So that part right there alone, when I read that, was like, come on, y'all. Y'all gotta do your due diligence. Stop going by hearsay reporters and journalists. Anyway, that's my personal opinion on that. But it's either here free agent or he's signed to another promoter. It's very simple. We don't have to complicate this. Because a professional boxer being a free agent is not signed to a promoter. And a professional boxer being signed to a promoter is not a free agent. So let's say it is true, right? Cool. What's the problem? Things happen around Shakur Stevenson that was beyond his control. Number one, he was supposed to fight William Zepeda a while ago, correct? Okay. Before he got with Eddie Hearn, In the fight before that, he had a hand injury, correct? Okay. So according to reports then, that fight had to be postponed due to Shakur Stevenson having to undergo surgery, hand surgery. He get with Eddie Hearn. He signed with Eddie Hearn, not re-signing with Bob Arum, Top Rank. Kid Austin and his father, particularly his father, kept screaming Shakur's name out over and over and over again for fights, talking about what happened in sparring, there were lies told in that scenario as well. But in any event, Golden Boy Promotions, the promoter of Floyd Schofield Jr., aka Kid Austin, recommended that Kid Austin not take that fight. The timing was not right for the young contender, young prospect. But because his dad got a big mouth and being greedy and living vicariously through his son, Shakur Stevenson obliged, and so did Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn went through Turkey, made the negotiations. The negotiations came back favorable for these two guys to get in the ring and compete. And I'm talking about Kid Austin against Shakur Stevenson. Leading up to the promotion, we thought that these two guys were going to fight on February 22nd, 2025, a couple of months ago. But unfortunately, Kid Austin was diagnosed with cold feet. And I heard cold feet is contagious. And so apparently his dad got sick too. Both father and son diagnosed with cold feet. All of a sudden, it landed both of them in the hospital. One, Kid Austin being admitted, and the other, the father, picks up a phone and recorded on social media. Both was in the hospital. One being a patient and one being a visitor. Bottom line is they both got on a plane empty-handed and moneyless in their pockets. So what happened? Last minute replacement, 2 days notice, 3 days notice at the max. Really 2.5 days if you want to be technical. Josh Padley get the phone call. He dropped his tools. Baby was on the way. And I say tools because I believe they said he was he's a licensed electrician. Dropped his tools. Took him all day to get over to Saudi Arabia in the first place. He get over there, fight Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson did what he was supposed to do, winning in dominating fashion. And then Shakur Stevenson injures his hands again, or in this case, re-injures his hands. In other words, is these things that happened surrounding Shakur Stevenson were beyond his own control. So if he chose to exercise his optional right, contractually speaking, he shouldn't be criticized for it. If that was going to put him in the best position to increase his earning potential. Now, speaking of earning and potential, reports are claiming that Shakur Stevenson will make between $4 and $7 million. This is the stuff that bothers me about journalists and content creators and broadcasters. Neither one of y'all are conducting any business transactions in the sport of boxing. So what difference does it make how much a fighter is making? That never ceased to amaze me. Me personally, now that's personally speaking. Okay, what difference? Okay, let's say he's going to make $1 million to fight William Cepeda. Let's say he's going to make $500,000. Let's say he's going to make $25 million. What difference does it make? It doesn't make a difference. That's his business, whatever the terms are going to be in the contract with regarding to compensation. People start talking about things they know nothing about. Never made a business transaction in the sport one time, but getting caught up into the purse, the compensation. They're going to get paid. What difference does it make? Stick to reporting on the sport of boxing and let the business professionals deal with that part of it. Because that has no desire interest from the fans. I mean, it really doesn't. It's either you're a fan of boxing and you want to see good boxing, or you're a part of the business and you want to see fighters either lose or make extra money. Because this is called prize fighting, right? Oh, okay. Now that might be controversial of what I'm saying, but it's true though. What difference does it make? That was a situation that Shakur Stevenson felt that his earning potential will increase. He signed to Lou DiBella. Lou DiBella, by all accounts, including my own, is a really, really good promoter. He does really good business. I can only speak. Hey, I'm just giving you my personal perspective. You ain't gonna find this nowhere else. That's why I'm glad y'all here, man. But I love saying it in that tone. It's very entertaining. But all I'm saying is, okay, Shakur Stevenson, he leaves his promoter, optional right. I don't know what the language in his management contract says. None of my business. But word on the street is that he's leaving Jay Prince, his manager, as well. And he's going to go in a one-fight deal with Lou DiBella. That's what we're hearing. That's hearsay. I haven't seen Shakur Stevenson in the interview confirm this, or Jay Prince, or Eddie Hearn. I haven't seen Shakur Stevenson make a public statement on Twitter or any social media handles that he has thus far. Not saying he didn't. I'm just saying I haven't seen it since we've been live. Because Shakur Stevenson, he does make public statements on social media. So hopefully we hear something sooner rather than later. But if it is true, and if Shakur Stevenson feel like this is big business for him, fine. My perspective is it going to put the fighters in a good business position? And I'm not just talking about compensation. I'm talking about future earnings as well. I'm talking about exposure to the casual fan to increase their popularity, their notoriety, and their bottom line, compensation-wise. That has yet to, that remains to be seen. That has yet to be seen. We don't know yet. In Shakur Stevenson's case, we shall see. I would like to see him and Williams Zepeda finally compete inside the ring. If him going to Lou DiBella, the promoter of DiBella Promotions, if that's going to help him accomplish that goal, sure, why not? But it's either he a free agent or he's signed to a promoter. He's not both. If he's signed to Lou DiBella, he's not a free agent anymore. He was only a free agent after he left Top Rank. And then when he signed with Eddie Hearn in Matchroom, he was no longer a free agent. He was only a free agent, if this is true, after he leaves Matchroom. And now they say he signed to Lou DiBella. Well, if he signed to Lou DiBella, he's not a free agent anymore. Even if it was for 5 minutes or 24 hours. Bottom line is he's not a free agent anymore if he's signed to a promoter. Good representation in this business is priceless. Lou DiBella is a good promoter, very experienced, very knowledgeable. Some people may not know this. Lou DiBella was an executive for HBO way before he got into the actual business trenches in the sport of boxing. I'm not going to give y'all his whole history. He actually owns a minor league baseball team. And he's Jewish, by the way. I have to put that out there. That goes a long way when we talk about context. Boxing is a relationship-based business. Okay? That's why I'm bringing that up. But the point I'm making is, if Lou DiBella will be good representation for Shakur Stevenson, even if it's for just one fight, I think that's good. In fact, I'll take it another step further. Lou DiBella has a lot of experience working very closely with PBC. Very closely with PBC. So, if Shakur Stevenson is going to sign with Lou DiBella and he secures the Williams Zepeda fight, I will hope that Shakur Stevenson, if he wins against Zepeda, keep Lou DiBella around if he chooses not to be a free agent to help him secure the deal to fight Tank Davis. I mean, that would just be my recommendation as a manager in the business of boxing. In other words, is use the leverage with the relationship with Lou DiBella as a chess move and not just for one payout to fight Zepeda. Because the ultimate goal for Shakur, in my professional opinion, should be for him to get in that ring and fight Tank Davis. All that mouth they was running. Get in there and fight Tank. After winning against Williams Zepeda, if that does happen. You know what? I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word.